When American forces captured the island in 1944 Battle of Guam, Yokoi went into hiding with 9 other Japanese soldiers. Yokoi survived by hunting primarily at night. He used native plants to make clothing, bedding, and storage implements, which he carefully hid in his cave. The Senator Angel Leon Guerrero Santos Memorial Park, or the Lattystone Park, are made up of lattistones, which are pillars on which ancient Chamorro houses were constructed on as early as 500 AD. They have become a signature of Guam and the Northern Marianas Islands. Customarily, bones of ancient Chamorros and their possessions, such as jewelry or canoes, were buried below the stones. Fort Santa Agueda, the only surviving Spanish fort in Hagåtña, sits atop Apugan Hill on the western coast of Guam. The fort, now commonly called Fort Apugan, provides a commanding view of the capital village of Hagåtña, the Philippine Sea, and the sheer northern cliff lines of Oka Point and Uranao Point. The fort is also in a prime location to study the northern topography of the island with its raised limestone plateau. During the Spanish era, however, the site was developed for tactical purposes.
The Dos Nombres de Maria Cathedral Basilica, the religious hub for Guam's predominantly Catholic population. The original church was constructed in 1669 under the leadership of Padre San Vitores, a Spanish missionary who is credited with spreading Catholicism in the Marianas Islands. The current structure is more recent, dating back to 1959. The Plaza de España housed a sprawling governor's palace during the colonial era. It opened in 1736. Today, only a handful of structures remain, including a covered azotea, garden house, and chocolate house, where governors used to entertain guests.
The circular chocolate house, also known as the summer house, served as a social meeting place within the plaza garden. The Spanish custom of serving hot chocolate in the late afternoons to the governor's guests was later replaced by tea served by the American governor's wife. The chocolate house illustrates a typical Spanish building method. The roof and the walls were restored to their original design as it was in the Spanish days.
The governor's palace, called Casa Gobierno under Spanish rule, was reconstructed in 1885 to replace the original structure built in 1736. The two-story building featured a cantilevered balcony and clay tile roofing. Living quarters were upstairs, while the first floor spaces were utilized as the office of the Sargento Mayor de la Plaza, weapons storerooms, and clerical offices.
The Fort Soledad site has the last 4 fortifications. Located in Umatac, it sits on top of a steep bluff called Chilen Initi, or the Path of the Ancestors. Umatac Bay was used for a supply station for ships crossing the vast Pacific Ocean during the era of the Acapulco-Manila galleon trade from 1565 to 1815. After the construction of the fort was complete, they named it Fort Soledad, or Our Lady of Solitude.